Hi everybody, happy hello to you all, very warm welcome. We are live on Monday the 13th of November, almost the midpoint of the month, which is very scary. It's been a very nice day here today. We've had lots of wind, but it's been a really bright day. So I've had an admin day, which has been really, really lovely. So we are live this evening. I'm going to share with you a couple of quick card designs. May not be quick. I'll be live with you for about 45 minutes or so. I'm going to share some techniques using embossing paste, which is something that I haven't used a great deal of. Whenever I use it, I always like how it turns out. I've also got some of the Abundant beauty masks that are in the mini catalogue, and I've got a festive and fun stamp set. So we'll see where the evening takes us. If you're joining me live, do say hello and have a chat amongst yourselves. As always, anything that I use tonight can be purchased from my online store, which you can find at staceymarsh.co.uk, just down this side. And always enter the online code to receive a free gift from me and exclusive access to my Facebook group for my VIP customers. So I will stop nattering and I will head on over to my desk. Do ask questions, do add comments. Even if you are not joining me live, still add your comments. I do like to read them back. And as always, if you wanted to see future tutorials from me, do make sure you are subscribed to my channel. So let's go to my desk. Okay, all my phone cases there. You don't want to see that, do you? So I have no preview image to show you, but I will talk you through the products that I'm going to be using. So I have here embossing paste. This is a great product for using with masks, with stamps, with dies. And it's a really simple product. It's literally a paste. It's white in colour, but you can add colour to it, and I'll show you a bit more about that in a while. A bit of a funny smell to it. It smells like paint, so do always make sure you've got the lid on. I am going to use that with some masks today. I've got two. I've got this sort of houndstooth mask, and I've got a snowflake one. So I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with snowflakes first. And with the embossing paste, I've got a silicone mat here, which is your best friend paste. I've also got here with me a little bowl of warm water. Now the embossing paste does set really, really quickly, so you want to make sure that you can clean it quite quickly after you've used it. Clean your masks quite quickly after you've used them. So I'm going to go for some pool party coloured card to start us off, and I'm going to trim this down so it's just a layer on the front of my card. So I'm going to go for 9.5 centimetres by 13.9 centimetres, which it is already, which is good. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my card onto my silicone mat, and I'm just going to secure that down. I've got some little page tabs here which are really useful. You can pick these up online in sort of little stationery shops, and what this is going to do, it's just going to secure the card to that silicone mat. Okay, and then I'm going to put my mask on. I'm going to line that up, and then I want to secure my mask down, which I'm going to do with some washi tape. Oh, lots of you joining tonight. I'm just reading the comments. Hi Mum, hi Sandra, hi Janice, hi Shaz, hi Debbie, hi Sophie, and hi Caroline. Thanks for joining me this evening, ladies. So I'm going to secure this down. You want to be quite delicate with this. You don't want to be too sort of heavy-handed with it because you don't really want to move it. The other thing that I'm going to use, which I put down, here it is. I'm going to want to use one of these. These are the pasting tools. You get that one, you get this one, and you get this one in a pack. You'll find these in the annual catalogue. I actually prefer to use this one here. It's got a round edge, so you get a bit more of a sort of softer finish. This is great if you're doing large areas, and this is great if you're doing fine areas. It almost feels like I'm going to do a bit of bricklaying, but I'm not. So I'm going to take a little bit of my texture paste. And what you need to remember with this is a little goes a very long way. Okay, so I'm just going to take probably about a 5p piece worth. And I'm going to just get it onto the mask. Now you want to make sure it covers all the little gaps. Take some more if you want. And you want to try and get it as smooth as you possibly can. Evening to you, Sue. Definitely feels like I'm doing some decorating. And I'm not going to cover every single angle. I just want to get a little bit down, and I want to make sure that's nice and flat. Now I'm going to pop make sure the lid is done up really tightly because you don't want any air to get in. I'm going to pop that in my water, and then I'm going to peel off the mask. Okay, so that is what you're left with. I'm going to put this straight in my water, like so, and I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to place that to one side to dry. But doesn't that look lovely? I really, really like the finish on that. Okay, so I'm going to put that to one side, and I'm going to do another one very quickly. So this is the houndstooth mask, and this time I'm going to create a little bit. I'm going to create a different coloured texture paste. So I'm going to take that one out of my dish, give that a little wipe. And this time I've got a little block. Okay, and on my block I'm going to put a little bit of texture paste. Put my lid back on. I love the snowflake stencil as well. It's lovely, isn't it? And this time I'm going to use, what colour should we go for? Let's go for pool party. So I've got a pool party re-inker here. I'm just going to add me one little drop. And I'm going to mix it together. Lovely. And that's now turned my texture paste blue, which we're going to need. So let's do the same. That's what we did before, but this time I'm going to start with a piece of white card, same size, so 13.9 in height and 9.5 in width. Hi Sandra, no worries at all. Lovely of you to make it, to join us. We're playing with a little bit of embossing paste tonight. Okay. So I'm just sticking that bit down. Now this one here, it's bigger than my card. But it's okay because I can still attach it to my, silicone mat. Okay, great. And then we're just going to repeat. We're going to take the embossing paste off. Just get that down. Now obviously the thinner you put this on, the quicker it's going to dry. So I'm going to put those both in my water beside me, And now I'm going to peel this off, and look at that. Isn't that lovely? Really, really loving this. So I'm now going to put all of that to one side to dry. And I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So we have the Festive and Fun stamp set on my desk. So I'm going to stamp a couple of these images. Now I haven't done a massive amount with these images. My blocks are about to fall off my shelf. I'm going to stamp these in Memento. So we have Mr. Rhino pulling his lovely sled through the snow. So that one will go great with our snowflakes. And then I have Mr. Reindeer serving up the Christmas pud. I'm also going to have the little otter. Evening, Maria. So I'm going to do some colouring. Oh, that's terrible stamping, Stacey. Much better. Okay. Put that to one side. And for my stamping, I think I'm going to use, let's use some pencils. I love my pencils. Right. Okay. And now let's pull out the pencils. These come in two packs. I've got the old pencils. You will probably see that there are new ones available. I just haven't got round to purchasing them. There's a few colours that are different in the packs. And I'm going to start with my grey, and I'm just going to give these a really light colour. I love to use colouring pencils. I find you get a completely different look to blends. Not very sharp though, so let's see if I can find my pencil sharpener. There it is. The trick with colouring pencils is always to make sure they are sharp. I'm a huge fan of blends, but I do really enjoy my colouring pencils. Oops. Having a pencil sharpening malfunction. Okay, so my pencil is now very sharp. I'm just going to pull that colour down, and I'm just going to sort of highlight where the shadow is going to be. Oh, the pen is now going to break. So we also have the seasonal sale starting tonight, 11 PM UK time. And it runs for 48 hours, and it's your chance to get certain products at a discount. One of them being ink, so you can get different discounts on different products. Do check that out. If you're a demonstrator, you'll also get your discount on top. Okay, so there's my little rhino. Let's add a bit more definition up here to his trunk. There we go. So there is my little rhino. He's going to have a little red and white stripy scarf. I'm just using real red for this. I'm just going to do a little bit of definition with the cherry cobbler. We'll also have this bow down here with real red. Now these images are actually really small, so you do need to be quite patient with them. So I've chosen a really good product to show you tonight. Let's have this being red as well. And then we'll do this present red as well. These little birdies are really cute. Right, let's go on to some blue now. Let's have these little birdies' hats as blue. And then we've got the wreath. The wreath is going to be green. I've forgotten his little arm. His little arm's in there. Gosh, it's absolutely blowing a gale outside. Cajun craze here. That definitely needs a little sharpen. It's great to get some sort of added detail because you can get really, really fine nibs on your pencils. You can really add shading. I've forgotten his little hat there. What colour should we do the birds? Let's do the bird brown as well. And I'm just going to add a little bit of detail onto his tusk. Okay. And then we've got some beaks. Specific point that's quite bright. This is Bermuda Bay. This is Coastal Cabana. The white is great to use for a bit of shading as well. And then this one here, let's do that a little bit reddy, shall we? Okay, so I think I'm happy with that. And his ears is the last bit to do. Okay, so there we have our little coloured in rhinoceros pulling the sledge. I'm going to leave his boots white. Now we have Mr. Reindeer. He's going to have a red jumper on. So I've used real red to start. Now I'm going in with a bit of cherry cobbler. It feels like when you use colouring pencils you get a little bit more definition, which is always nice. Now, what colour that he's going to be like a light brown. And then his antlers can be a dark brown. A little bit of definition where I think there would be shadow. How are we getting on? Are we all sticking in there? It's so windy that I'm half expecting the internet to drop. Here comes my heater. It's getting cold out here now. There we go, and then his little antlers. Just remember with your pencils you can get different shading when you, depending on how much pressure you put in your pencil. There we go. So little Christmas pud. You've got some holly leaves here. All good here. Good, good, good. How is your foot, Mum? So my dear old mum is in the ward at the moment. She keeps falling over and hurting herself. So please all send her your love and best wishes. Okay, so Christmas pudding is going to be dark brown, isn't it? Okay, so I am really happy with how they look. Oh, I haven't coloured in my little otter. Let's do the otter. Oh, I forgot about him. He's sitting there holding his little candy cane. Let's use the dark brown. Tramadol is working. I'm glad it's working, Mum. Let's give him a little bit of definition, a little bit of shadow. Oh, gentle hugs, that's nice, thank you. There we go. Oh no, he needs his little candy cane as well. Perfect. Now let's cut that out. Put them over there. So let's cut these out, and then hopefully my little texture paste backgrounds or embossing paste backgrounds will be ready. Right, let's start with the reindeer. So I'm cutting him out, leaving a little white border showing, which is just a really nice way to keep your fussy cutting looking neat. Sophie, how did your little boot fair go yesterday, your sale? I saw you and the boys out doing something. Unfortunately, more broken bones, yes. Right, so I'm just following him around. It's quite nice to cut out, actually. I was very excited the weekend. I got to see the new mini catalogue that's coming in January, which was very nice. Okay, now let's go for Mr. Rhino. I'm doing exactly the same, and I'm just following the outline and cutting and leaving a little white border showing. Right, nearly there. I wonder how dry those background layers are. Concentrating this evening on my fussy cutting. I was really lucky at the weekend. I got to go to one of my team members' Christmas craft day with her team, which was really, really lovely. She worked really hard on putting it all together. It was super Christmassy. They look cute. They are cute, aren't they, Mum? Very cute indeed. So you'll find this stamp set in the mini catalogue, the September to December mini catalogue. Just type Festive and Fun in online and you will see the stamp set come up. It's a lovely little stamp set for colouring. And I've used the pencils to colour these in tonight rather than blends. Nearly there, last little bit, which is the feet. perfect. So we've got Mr. Reindeer and the little otter, and then we've got the rhinoceros. And let's just have a look feel. Now that feels pretty good. Oh, I'm loving this already. That feels pretty good. And then this one here is the houndstooth one. That's not bad either. Let's take off these little outlines. Save those for a little rainy day. Okay. So let's turn these into some cards, shall we? Now this one here, I don't think this is going to be big enough for a card. Let's see. No, it's not big enough. Let's get a piece of card, shall we? We want pool party. Pool party, where are you? Okay. Actually, I might use crumb cake if we've got some crumb cake. I feel like crumb cake could be the thing here. No, I haven't got crumb cake, but I do have a little bit of pecan pie. So let's do pecan pie. Let's go 10.5. 10.5. Score at 14.9. And then I want a piece of white. So if I remember rightly, that was 9.5, wasn't it? Nine and a half by 13.9. So let's go to 14.2 and 9.8. So we're just making that ever so slightly bigger. Right, let's stick this down, and I want to go really careful here. Let's have a little bit of ribbon. I'm going to use some of this, which I absolutely love. Let's make sure this is pulled roughly so that it's going to turn it over, and I don't want to push down too firmly because I don't want to smudge that embossing paste, but I just want to secure this ribbon to the back of the card. Like that. Okay, so that's stuck down, and now we can put this on the front of the card. Like so. Now where is my linen thread? Linen thread is always a lovely product to use. Let's give this a little tie. want to put it so it's nice and tight across the card. I'm just going to put a little block there to hold that in place. Tie a nice bow. Nice. Okay. So let's just trim those little tails down. And this one is going to have the little characters on it, but I think I need some sort of shape behind there. What do you reckon? Can you speed up the drying process with a heat gun? I'm not sure. Probably could, but I don't know. So we need a little die. Let's have a look in here. Let me circle. I use a circle on everything. Let's use this with some white card. Let's just find some plates for my cutting machine. It's a long one tonight, guys, but it will be worth it. Right, okay, so I have this little die here, which I don't want that tag on it. So let's just set that off. And let's stick that on there. That's better, isn't it? Let's put that on. This needs to go on with some dimensionals. Cute, cute, cute. Like so, and then sentiments in here. I want a long one. Sentiment. Happy Christmas wishes there. So let's put that on a block. And I'm going to stamp this. I think, let's see what we've got. I've got a tiny bit of crumb cake card here. So let's just have 1.5 centimetres of that. Probably could have got away with being smaller. Let's stamp in early espresso. How are we all doing? Are we all sticking in there? Perfect. Trim that into a little banner. And that can go on there like so. And I think we just need a couple of little gems to finish that off. What do you reckon? I've got some of these here, and these are really great to use because they're almost totally flat. So you can actually get away with using quite a few on your card, and it doesn't really disturb the weight of the card too much. Okay, so that is card number 1. Almost all done. I'm just going to do some layers inside the card. So I've got a piece here. Let's do, it was 9.8, wasn't it? 9.8 by 14.2. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Sandra's Bradford's put, love it. And then the white piece is going to be 9.5 by 13.9. Sandra, just to let you know, Sandra Bosley, just to let you know, I will be posting your parcel of goodies to you tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that in the mail towards the end of the week. And there we go. That's that first card all done. So now we've got 2 things left to use. There is my piece that is decorated with the snowflakes. Sorry, I lost my trail. I thought they decorated it with the snowflakes. I'm going to keep this one really, really simple. I'm going to have same colour background. So let's just score this at 14.9. Let's have a piece of this. Now, this one needs to be a bit wider. So this is going to be 14.2. Loved the coloured paint. Great technique. Thank you. So 13.9, no, 14.2 by 9.8. Perfect. So let's get this stuck on. Not bad. So we're just coming up for 45 minutes. I said I would be about 45 minutes, so I'm pleased with that. I'm going to stick that straight down onto the card front. So, and then I'm going to bring my bit of crumb cake back in, and let's cut that so it's exactly the same width. So that's 1.5 centimetres. My early espresso ink pad again. Happy Christmas wishes. Of course. Can I wait Thursday until Monday? Sandra, if I post, shall I post on Monday for you just to be on the safe side? That's going to go on there. Right, so this is my little sentiment. I'm going to put that in the middle. I quite like him. I think he's really cute. And then to finish, I'm going to put on a couple of little sequins. These are all stuck together for some reason. I don't want to put that. Let's put that in. No, I think I'm going to leave that just as 3. Okay, guys. So there we have it. 2 cards created. I've used the textured paste, the embossing paste for my background. I've used the Abundant Beauty masks, and I've used the Festive and Fun stamp set. So that's it from me this evening. As I mentioned at the beginning, all the products that I've used are available to purchase from my online store. You can find that at staceymarsh.co.uk. As always, do remember to use this month's online shopping code. You will get a free gift from me in the mail, and you'll have access to my exclusive VIP VIP Stampers Facebook group. And if you, depending on how much you spend, you can also earn my monthly card class for free. So do have a look on my website for that more information, or just just feel free to get in touch and ask me some questions. So I'll leave you all there. Do have a great week. I will be live again on Thursday at midday for my Thursday lunch club. Do join me if you can. I will share some details in the next few days of what to bring with you, and I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon. Bye for now, everybody.